Alrighty, it is Thursday. I swear I'm not wearing the same clothes, it's just a different t-shirt. I have lots of plain white t-shirts. I'm gonna make this quick. Um, nice quick pre-market. So on the 4 hour, there is 4 hour lows here and 4 hour lows here. I don't know why I haven't got that marked. And that is it for the downside on the 4 hour. And then to the upside on the 4 hour, I've got two 4 hour imbalances that haven't been touched yet. 4 hour highs, 4 hour highs, 4 hour highs, 4 hour highs, and all-time highs. That is on ES. Then on the 1 hour, there is these 1 hour highs, which also doubles up as the data highs from unemployment claims that came out. Came out bearish for the indexes. So there's data highs on the 1 hour as well as these 1 hour lows. Market's opening in 3 minutes. And then there's also 1 hour imbalance, and then these two 1 hour lows here, and they're 4 hour lows maybe. Yeah, they are. So that's all that there is on ES. And over to NQ, it's a similar situation. Downside, 4 hour lows and 4 hour lows. That's it to the downside on the 4 hour, and then to the upside, two 4 hour imbalances, and then all these 4 hour highs. Jumping into the 1 hour, there is these 1 hour lows here and here. And then this 1 hour imbalance. ES has taken those 1 hour lows before market open, so I'm getting rid of those. NQ is also coming down. Again, their data highs, the 1 hour highs, and then yeah, 1 hour imbalance. So you know the drill. If price comes down to this 1 hour imbalance, these 1 hour lows, these 4 hour lows, 1 hour lows and 4 hour lows, then we look for longs. If price comes up to these two 4 hour imbalances and then these 4 hour highs, then we look for shorts. I'm just going to quickly mark on those two and then that on, yes. There you go, it's nice and simple. That imbalance has been reacted with before market open. I don't like that. We'll see what NQ does though. I'm not a fan of that on ES. Yeah, that's my pre-market analysis. Nice and simple. Just marked out all the 1 hour lows, the 1 hour highs, and then also their 4 hour highs. And I have got data highs marked, which are 1 hour highs anyway, and then the imbalances as well. But we'll see what happens. We will observe and react to price action. No silly mistakes. Just be an observer and then just react accordingly. And don't be a fool. That being said, see you in a second. Peace. Alrighty, so I ended up taking an ES long, even though for the past couple of weeks I've been saying I don't fancy longs on ES. Been saying it for a while. I don't fancy ES longs because we're so close to all-time highs and it just moves really slow. And ES has been looking like shit recently as well, and I still took an ES long, so I'm not happy with the trade I took today. I risked 0.5% and I've lost that 0.5%. The account balance is now minus $42. So we lost what we made yesterday and a bit more. And honestly, it just wasn't a high quality setup. So I don't know why I took it. I think I just wanted to take a trade, and then yeah, it's not my finest moment, not my proudest moment. And it's a loss that shouldn't have happened because I just shouldn't have traded. The conditions weren't there. And I was rushing about a bit today as well before sitting down at my computer, so I can't blame it on that. I can't. I have to take full accountability for the absolute dog shit trade that I did take. Um, not not a happy guy. With my decision making today. But we can cover what happened. So market opened and price sold off. Um, yeah, it sold off down to originally these 1 hour lows on NQ. So there was these 1 hour lows over on NQ, and then price tapped it, gave a 5 minute up candle, did inverse and imbalance and break 1 minute structure, and then did give a 5 minute retrace candle. So I was open to taking a long, but there was jack shit. There was absolutely nothing at all. So I was then just waiting still. And then price ended up coming down and taking out those 4-hour lows right there. I was like, cool, awesome. Same on ES. ES didn't get, well, those hourly lows didn't exist, but then it did come down and take out those 4-hour lows. So I was waiting. Yep, 5-minute up candle. Right, I'm waiting for a 5-minute down candle retrace now, like I always do. So then what? Price started moving up. NQ 1-minute breaker structure. Big legs up. I'm like, right, I'm not going to get in yet. I'm going to wait for a 5-minute retrace and see what the 1 minute gives. The 1 minute had looked like horror, by the way, this whole time. No imbalances, lots of big wicks. Fingernail looking our price action. It wasn't nice at all. And I ended up taking a trade. So I should have stayed out of these market conditions, and I didn't. And that is something to learn from. If price looks like shit, just don't take the trade. Even if there is confluence, if there's confluences but price looks like shit, just don't take the trade. That's going to be a new rule from today. I'm just not happy with the trade at all. So then, after sweeping out those 4-hour lows, legs up, waiting for a 5-minute retrace again. Boom, we get that right here. Closes at 10:10. We did have news at 9:45, so I was going to wait for that anyway, and didn't do much. And there's also news at 10 a.m. Again, it didn't do much. We look at 10 a.m. right here, give a quick leg up, and then retrace that move again. That's our 5-minute retrace. So you can draw on 5-minute equilibrium from the 5-minute low, move down, move up, to the 5-minute high, move up, move down right there. So 5-minute low, 5-minute high. That 5-minute retrace closed at 10:10. So after 10:10, look for a trade. So that from this candle here, you can look for a trade on the 1 minute. Same on ES. There was this 5-minute down candle that closed at 10:10. So you got 5-minute equilibrium from the low to the high. Same thing. And there was this 1-minute imbalance that had been holding for a while, and then obviously the equilibrium, and then 10:10 is this candle here. I entered on this candle close, the one after it, because obviously we had come into 5-minute equilibrium, filled this imbalance again, then closed out of it, so I entered right there. Stop at the open of the first of the 3 candles right here, and I was just targeting the 15-minute highs from before market open, or I hadn't decided yet, or the 15-minute imbalance right there. But we just got stopped out, and we deserved that because price action looks like shit. So I'll have to go back at the end of the week and review what the best decision was today. It was probably the best decision, most definitely today, would have been just to stay out of the market. Price action was not there for me today, so I should have just stayed out of the market. But I've taken my trade. I'm not taking another one. We can see minus 266. I risked 0.5%. The account balance is now minus $42. So we have just backtracked on all that we lost yesterday. We should have probably gone heavier yesterday because it was a high quality setup. This today was not a high quality setup. This was a dog shit setup. So not much I can do there. Well, there is. I cannot take the trade for one. How am I looking at that? How am I looking at that and thinking there's a trade there? I don't know. Same as NQ. How am I looking at this and thinking, right, yeah, I'll trade this shit. So that's on me. Again, it's another one of the mistakes where I can't spot conditions to not trade in. I'm having this mistake a lot at the minute. Throughout my journal, there's always lessons to be learned. Recognize when conditions are shit and stay away. I recognized that conditions were shit, but I couldn't stay away. So that is really something to improve on going forward, as it's been multiple times. But yeah, I took this trade at 10:11, just off reaction, this 1 minute imbalance, a 5-minute retrace, the move out of equilibrium. Whereas an NQ at that time, we were obviously in this 1 minute order block that took out this imbalance. We had the 5-minute equilibrium, but there was nothing on the 1 minute, no imbalances until these two were made. And if I was to trade an NQ, I'd be like, right, okay, we've inversed this big imbalance. We've closed back below this one, but this candle closed out of that imbalance and then waiting for that final retrace. So I probably would have entered an NQ long about here. Stop under that candle because that's where the open of that imbalance is made, targeting just those 15-minute highs, and I would have been stopped out as well. Then even though I waited a bit longer for this 1 minute imbalance and reaction out of it, I would have been stopped as well. So I need to really work on identifying conditions where trading is just not viable, unprobable, unfavorable conditions, and then just stay away. I managed to identify conditions were bad. I actually messaged one of my friends. Sorry. I said, I not in anything yet. Wanted a long, was looking for it, but didn't like anything, so I'm not in one. Jack shit right now. So I recognized conditions were bad. And I just didn't. I just took a trade still. So improvements from today. What can I do better? Not trade bad conditions. I knew it was bad conditions, and then just traded it anyway. It's fiending for the trade. A trade did present itself. A very low quality setup. I mean, look at price action right now. That is not favourable conditions to trade in at all. So yeah, I'm not looking to take another trade. I've took my one trade for the day off the 4 hour sweep. 4 hour sweep, 1 minute break, 5 minute retrace candle, and then oh sorry, I don't want ES. 4 hour sweep, 1 minute break, 5 minute candles up, 5 minute retrace candle, 1 minute imbalance, 5 minute equilibrium, close out of them, and then I've been stopped out. So I deserve it. I took a shit trade and I ended up with a shit result. I will be interested to see where price goes the rest of the session, but I'm not open to taking another trade, so I will just log out of my broker. Don't want to take another trade. Don't want to lose the account in 2 days like I did last time. Just going to preserve the account and grow it nice and slow. Yesterday, yeah, it was a high quality setup yesterday. Should have gone heavier. Then I wouldn't be as annoyed today because I've just lost a day's profit in a day's loss. So that's not the best. But I took a low quality setup. So that's how it be. That's a trade recap for today. Shit trade, shit result. I'm just a little pissed that it's 1 day's profit, another day's loss. I don't really care about the result. The account's going to be down at some point. My challenge was down below the starting point at one point, so I know I can do it. I know I believe I am profitable in the long run. So these losses are just bound to happen, but losses like these, like today, where I just take dog shit trades, need to not happen. So there's journaling to be done, lessons to be learned, and yeah. The trade recap for today. I'll catch you all tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. And the news tomorrow is consumer sentiment. We'll see what that does. That being said, peace out. Catch you in the next one. Peace.